Yo guys, welcome back to brand new PTCGO Rebel Clash video. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Malamar VMAX today. And the best way that I thought to play it was going to be with Red and Blue and Weavile. Mainly because it can power up this thing really quickly. And also Dark Box is just good because Dark right now might actually have a place in the meta, especially Dark Box. Dark Box has always been like one of those decks where it's like, ooh, it's good now, but then it flops and it doesn't actually perform well. But now that Dragapult is potentially the best deck in the format, this actually gives this deck a reason to shine. So not only do you get the one-shot potential with Max Jammer on Dragapult, you also get the ability to disrupt the opponent's hand with Malamar also. So there could be some cool things going on. So this is the list I've got with here. So before we get the video, guys, of course, shout out to our sponsor, Card Caravan TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking for any PTCGO codes, get them over at Card Caravan. If you have any codes or cards you want to trade in and get rid of, you can trade them into Card Caravan for some cash and in-store credit in bulk. And of course, guys, if you are also looking for PTCGO codes in general, guys, get them over at Card Caravan. Of course, if you're still looking to get Rebel Clash codes, you can get them at Card Caravan. You can get them singly, lots of 50. Card Caravan's also got the theme deck codes for Rebel Clash and also the Evolution Kit codes or Trainer Kit codes, whatever you call them. The ETB codes are all over at Card Caravan TCG. And if you get anything from there, guys, you can use my discount code LDF at the checkout for a 5% discount on your order, guys. It supports the channel, it'll help Card Caravan, and it'll help yourself out a little bit too. So yeah, shout out to Card Caravan, use code LDF at the checkout. So let's take a look at this list. So Malamar VMAX Dark Box, it's actually pretty good. I'll say that right now. It's actually decent. So Malamar VMAX has the attack Max Jammer, which does 180 damage for 3 energy. Your opponent reveals their hand, you choose a card you find there, and put it at the bottom of their deck. So one of the combos we're going to try to use with Malamar is Reset Stamp or Marnie. We're going to try to lower their hand size and then go for a Max Jammer and maybe lock them out of the game. That's kind of the whole idea. We also have Jessie and James in here as an experiment. We can use it with like Eldegoss maybe if we ever discard it. It's just a cheeky one-of card, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Via Seeker, Supporter, one-ofs, and Expanded. But we can use Jessie and James with Malamar's Max Jammer to potentially get rid of the opponent's entire hand, or we can Marnie them to like one card with that combo at any point. But there's a lot of things we can do with Jessie and James. If the opponent has a low hand size at some point, we can Jessie and James Max Jammer, combo them. So that's maybe why this could be good in here. So we have a few good ways to disrupt their hand with Malamar. The other attacker is going to be Umbreon Darkrai for Black Lance. We can 150 damage. We can also put 60 damage on another Pokemon, which could be good for potentially Malamar to finish it off. Well, mainly you can only hit GXs and EXs, but you can still hit those Pokemon and then finish them off with Malamar. And then, of course, we have Dark Moon, which is actually a really good GX attack in this deck with Malamar. If we ever, like, Marnie Dark Moon them and then go into a Malamar in the next turn, we could lock them pretty hard because when you Dark Moon them, they can't play any trainers, so they can't do any Gust. This could also be a way to save us from getting gusted and losing the game. Of course, we are playing the Silvally Red and Blue Weavile draw engine. This is still, in my opinion, the best way to play Dark Box is with the Silvally Red and Blue engine. It's still, like, really, really good. Silvally gives us some draw support, especially when we are spamming Marnies and stuff like that. Having that draw support is actually pretty nice. That's pretty much it for the Pokemon. There's nothing else. No T-Tar Sableye, no Sableye V, just going straight forward. The Malamar V is unfortunately not that good. You have Dragoff, which can do 30 if you bring something up. Nothing special. Mainly, we're just going for the Malamar. I am playing 2 Dedennes, though, for the draw engine, especially because we are always trying to dig for Red and Blue. We also have 2 Tag Calls. Of course, we have an Evo Incense because we play a lot of Evolutions. I got Nori Run. I got 2 Comms and 4 Quick Balls for my Pokemon search. I am playing a Reset Stamp. Maybe going up to 2 is good, but I just have the 1 for now. Because, you know, they go down to 3 or 2 cards if they're playing ADP, and then you stamp the low hand, and then you Max Jammer lock them. I got 2 Switch alongside 1 Mallow Lana, which can be searchable with Tag Call. We got a Tool Scrapper. This can get rid of stuff like Big Charm, which can let Malamar 2-shot things a lot easier. 2 Chaotic Swells to disrupt the opponent even more, especially if they try to get like a Heat Factory or something like that in play. 2 Boss's Orders. 1 Malana, 4 Marnie, 2 Research, 3 Red and Blue. Again, our draw engine is also going to be relying on Disc Reload, and we also have 2 Dedennes in the deck and an Eldegoss, so I think we're good. I am playing 2 Air Balloons. This is nice because it gives Malamar a free retreat, gives Weavile Silvally a free retreat cost, and just 10 Dark Energy. So yeah, this is my Malamar VMAX Dark Box list. I think it's actually good. I think Dark Box has a place in the meta now, and I think Malamar VMAX is pretty good with Dark Box. Let's go try it out. Alright guys, jumping into the first match with our Malamar deck here. We're up against Corn Dog. With what looks to be a potential Pika ROM deck. So we'll have to see if we can take down Pika today. Might be a little tough, not gonna lie. Tag Bolt is very much a thing that could be active. We don't get a Red and Blue start, which is unfortunate, though I don't mind this hand, I guess. We have a Marnie maybe that could come in handy. We're going first, so we can't play it. We'll see if they're playing... Oh, it's a Toxtricity deck. Okay. That's not as bad as a matchup, I would say. think we want to get Sneasel here. I have the decision to get rid of Reset or Calm. I think I'm going to dump the Calm because I can. Nah, but because I think we probably want to keep the Reset stamp for later on in the game. Because stamp is really important in this deck. You know, you want to stamp them to like 3 cards and then hit them with a Malamar. Go from there. It's a matchup though where Malamar's HP is not good because Malamar has 310 HP, which is not that hard for Toxtricity to hit, believe it or not. When I did my Toxtricity video in a mirror match I had against another Toxtricity deck, I only hit 310 damage, and I was like, oh god, we were 10 damage short. So Malamar VMAX does have potentially the ability to get knocked out. My opponent's already going to be building up their Toxtricity here, which is kind of scary. I think we gotta maybe attack with Umbreon Darkrai or something. I don't even know. Umbreon Darkrai can't even damage this though. Yeah, it's not good. We did get a bit of an unfortunate start. They didn't even play a supporter, which is interesting. They're probably gonna knock out my type Null here too. Let's see, we draw another Marnie. Oh, good to have in my hand. All right, let's just play it. Oh, there's our red and blue for the Weavile. I'd rather let type Null live though, so this is not ideal. We can play this and try to get the Darkrai Umbreon out of the deck. We don't need that many red and blues. We'll just take the Umbreon Darkrai. But I don't want to clunk my hand out with red and blues. I would have liked to have maybe gone Dark Moon there, but we can't do it. We have to keep passing for now. I guess we could go Malamar next turn if we can draw Malamar VMAX. But we aren't one-shotting the Boltund, which is not ideal. But we aren't one-shotting with Umbreon Darkrai either. Well, they're actually just going to do another Electrify. Okay. It's interesting. So we can actually red and blue the Silvally here if we want. Which I might do. What do I want to do? We have to do the Silvally. We'll get rid of the Boss's Order. We'll do the Silvally. We have Air Balloon, we have Switch. Hopefully we can move my boy here. But we do this. We get to, of course, retreat. We're 1 energy short of taking a knockout with Dark Moon. That's actually sad. Alright, let's see if we can get a switching card here. We do not. We get a Weavile though. We didn't get a Switch or an Air Balloon, so our Silvally's probably a goner, which I don't like. We could just manually retreat, but then we're losing 2 energy, which I don't really want to do. We can probably get rid of the Mallow Lana, because that's not really going to be needed here. I think we get another type. No, I guess we could go Dedenne. Yeah, we could just play Dedenne here. Try to dig for that Air Balloon and then swing with Darkrai. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. What are we getting here? There's a switch. Alright, that's what we needed. We will switch into the Umbreon Darkrai. We didn't get a Malamar VMAX, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping we would maybe hit that. Next turn, we could go for a potential Eldegoss Boss's Order knockout on a Toxtricity VMAX with Umbreon Darkrai. I think I'm actually going to try to aim to do that. As long as we live the turn, which it could potentially happen that we get KO'd. They have a 4-card hand though, and considering they haven't played a single supporter yet, they might not get the Toxtricity knockout. I mean, they just need Toxtricity and a Garbodor to KO me here. Well, and an Electro Power. So they need a few things to actually get a knockout. And if we live, and if they put a Toxtricity in play, we can actually Dark Moon GX their Toxtricity VMAX, which seems like a really good idea. Or we can Dark Moon the normal Toxtricity if we want also. So we have a few cool things we can do here. We have as long as we live the turn. They could also still ramp up a knockout with Boltund if they get enough E-powers. Or like a Coco Prism play or something. This game is far from over. But if we can pull off a Dark Moon knockout, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot to say the least. It's going to Bolt Storm me for 220. Yeah, so they were getting close. So unfortunately, we can't get a Dark Moon KO. But we actually can go Malamar VMAX here. We'd have to play the Eldegoss. And we actually get to keep the Umbreon Darkrai alive. Which I am actually a fan of. So let's go get rid of this Malamar. We can get the Mallow and Lana. Heal this. I guess we won't get X Boss Order, but then we can use Dark Moon GX on a knockout, potentially on a Toxtricity VMAX. This actually seems like a pretty good idea to do this. We could also knock him out with Silvally. If we take the Malamar knockout, we could try to cripple them. Is this a good idea? Malamar can't one-shot it, though. That's maybe the only problem. Maybe we should just go Silvally and take a knockout with Silvally here. But then we lose our draw support. If Silvally doesn't get knocked out, we give it less energy, though. I think we still go Malamar. I'm still fine with this play. Let's see what disc reload gives us. We have 5 cards to work with. There's a reset stamp. Okay, so we'll take a knockout. They'll still be able to hit me pretty hard here, unfortunately, but we can max jammer them. We'll put that E power to the bottom of the deck so they can't do more damage. See what our prizes are. Chaotic Swell's good. We can prevent them from getting Thunderbound in play, and an Air Balloon. So we can actually switch next turn if we want also, which is good. And again, if they get a Toxtricity... Well, yeah, they need so much here to get a knockout on Malamar VMAX. They actually bring in the Toxtricity. Oh, they have a Marnie. Oh, that's actually pretty big for my opponent. Can we still get a switch here? We do not. Rip. If they hit the Toxtricity and the Garbodor, I mean, I don't think they can KO me. They would also need like a Dedenne to try to dig for those E-powers. They would need an insane hand to KO my Malamar here. But I want to save my Umbreon Darkrai for that Dark Moon knockout. They actually just hit me with a sad face. It looks like they actually whiffed. There's Toxtricity. So they need a Garbodor and like a Dedenne to try to dig for those E-powers to take down my big old Malamar here. Nope, just a G-Max Riot. Okay, can we get a switch? We might get a switch. So we can actually, we can shuffle the deck here to try to get the switch back. We have one switch and an Air Balloon and an energy to try to work with. Get rid of this last red and blue since it's kind of useless. And research. We're digging for that switching card. There's the Air Balloon. Is that it? Yeah, that's 6 energy. Oh, wait. No, we get a free retreat cost. That's right. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I forgot we actually just get a free retreat cost. My bad. Whatever. That's actually perfect. We had to keep the energy. Alright, this is really good. Dark Moon GX knocking out their Toxtricity, and they have no way to play a trainer. And then we can come in with a Malamar VMAX and lock them out of the game pretty much because they have a 1-card hand. So we kind of got a pretty cool lock going with Darkrai, Umbreon, and Malamar here. And we'll see if my opponent can do anything. They could definitely knock me out. If they get like a Coco top deck, they could potentially KO me maybe. 100, maybe not. 170 damage is actually asking for a lot. If they have like an energy and a Coco top deck, then they might KO me. They're just gonna be the well played. I mean, the game ain't over yet, but they're gonna concede anyways. But yeah, that is going to be that with the Malamar deck. Game number 1. We did a pretty cool little lock there with our Malamar and with our Darkrai there. Ideally, if we lived, we would have went back into the Malamar VMAX. We would have went back to Max Jammer, and we would have tried to disrupt them a little bit more, preventing them from drawing any cards, and that would have been that. But not a bad first game at all. Definitely showed off, I think, some of the strengths this deck definitely has. Alright guys, let's get into another game here with our deck. It looks like we're playing against, unfortunately, an ADP Zacian deck, which is not fun to play against, but we'll see if we can win a game. I have yet to really play against one with this deck, technically. We do win the coin flip, which is not bad. Let's see what our hand's going to look like here. Umbreon Darkrai start. If we can get a basic top deck, we do have Tag Call, which can guarantee us a Sneasel, or guarantee us the red and blue. So hopefully we can top deck something here. There we go. I think we'll get rid of the Marnie, because we'll play Dedenne next turn. Looks like, unfortunately, they are playing ADP Zacian, so we do have to deal with this. But that's fine. I mean, we can probably still beat this, hopefully. I don't know. At this point, this deck is just too... It's just fried my brain, bro. It's just fried my brain. You know what I mean? But this deck just single-handedly I don't know. It's just... It's such a stupid deck. I actually don't know why people still play this on the ladder. I mean, I get it. You want to still test it, but bro, come on. So there's an entire new set of over 200 cards, and you're telling me you're still going to play the same ADP Zacian deck for... the next few months. I don't know how people don't get bored of this. Oh, but they're not playing ADP Station. They are playing a Frostmoth. So I'm assuming this is actually going to be a Lapras. Or no, sorry, my Milotic deck. All right. I take back what I said about... I mean, I don't take back. ADP Station is still a stupid toxic deck. But I have taken it back what I have originally... Ooh, actually... No, I do have enough cards in my hand. What am I saying? I was like, oh, I don't actually have enough cards in my hand to make this work. But I actually do. So we can either go type Null or we can go Malamar. I think I'm just going to get a type Null in play. Do we have the other Silvally? Yeah, it's there. Alright. I was just making sure. We can get rid of... We can go double red and blue here. Just get rid of one red and blue. That's one of the nice things about Eldegoss now. It's a decent card with red and blue because you can get it back for free, technically. So let's get this Weavile. We are going to be able to hit for 150, so we can two-shot this ADP unless, of course, they get a big charm on it. And even if they do that, we can try to Tool Scrapper, or even just take a knockout with Malamar, maybe, which it looks like we can get there. We'll dump the boss's order because we have Eldegoss. We'll take ourselves that Malamar V here. Pretty good hand, actually. Not going to lie, we have a pretty good hand for next turn. So let's go here. Hit for 150. And yeah, so they're playing the Milotic ADP deck. We actually do play Air Balloon, so that can be pretty good. Air Balloon can definitely, we don't hurt them. We do have Chaotic Swell, so we can do some good things to their Galar Mine. So I mean, overall, this matchup hopefully should be okay. We'll have to see. There's a Frostmoth, but not the gold Frostmoth, unfortunately, for my opponent. Let's see if they can get an Altercation off here. They probably will, right? I'm not really even... It's actually better if they Altercation, because then they go down to 2 prizes when they knock me out. And then that makes it so easy to reset stamp Malamar VMAX them out of the game. So I'm actually totally down for that. There's a Stadium Nav. They do get head, so I'm assuming they're going to get the Galar Mine here. Yep, there it is. So we need to find Chaotic Swell ASAP. We do have a lot to work with this hand, though, so we should get there. We are down a switch. We do have a Mallow Lana and a Eldegoss to go with that Mallow Lana, and 2 air balloons and another switch, so we're okay, I think, on the switching front. And the good thing is we do knock out this ADP here, like, no matter what. We're going to take 3 prizes, which is not good for them. There's an E-switch. Okay, I kind of figured they'd play that. Lets them go for turn 1 Altercation. So Darkrai will most likely get killed by the Milotic here unless we can put an air balloon on it, or we can find a Chaotic Swell to hopefully prevent this. But they might be playing Marshadow. There's a good chance they have Marshadow. We'll see. I'm playing Marshadow in my Milotic deck because it is just, you know, so important to get this Galar Mine in play. It's like the most important card in this deck. Alright. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. Not much I can do there. They do play a lot of interesting cards like Nugget, Stadium Nav, Energy Switch. A lot of little niche items. Maybe we could actually knock them out here with Dark Moon GX. That would actually be really good. But I think we just take the Black Lance knockout and just hit this for 60. There's nothing wrong with that. Then maybe we can like knock it out with Brave Buddies down the road. So there's their Ice Dance. They're building this They could maybe they could knock me out this turn if they can get like a switch and like a Absol or something. Maybe they can knock out my Umbreon Darkrai this turn. That would be really, really bad if they do take a knockout here, but I don't think they will get that. I mean, if they do, that's just gonna be bad. They play Jirachi. That's not a very good card to play in a Galar Mine deck, but I guess since we're gonna try to get rid of the Stadium, the Jirachi is still kind of gonna work for them, I guess. So, whatever. We actually want to kind of knock out that Jirachi though. There's the Altercation, so they got it off. We are gonna take a knockout here. Ooh, we had to top deck a switch. That's not good. Actually, that was a bad top deck, yeah. We could try to Brave Buddies for Marnie. Okay, we got a Chaotic Swell. That's definitely a helpful start. We could knock them out with Weavile here if we wanted to. We could Eldegoss for Marnie. I don't really want to do Eldegoss for Marnie. Ooh, we actually priced our reset stamp, so hopefully we get off the prizes. Do I want to go Eldegoss, or should I just go for... I should just research, honestly. Whatever, we're going to lose a switch, we're going to lose a switch. It is what it is. Oh, wow, we got no energy. Yikes. Big, big, big yikes. That was a pretty big whiff there. Well, we did just put a Chaotic Swell in play, so if they don't get a Mars Shadow down, they actually can't knock me out here. There's another Chaotic Swell, which makes things even better. Can we get the reset off the prizes? We do not. Oh, that is really, really bad. Not getting the reset stamp off the prizes is actually super bad for us. If they KO me here, that's really bad. We don't have the reset stamp either. That's just gonna play a Sonya. They could get 2 Absols, I guess. Yeah, not getting the stamp sucks. Because my whole game plan was going to be go Eldegoss, Red and Blue into a Weavile, and then reset, because I hopefully was getting up the prizes, and I was going to stamp them to 2, and then I was going to hit them with a Max Jammer and disrupt their hand. Unfortunately, that play is now gone. That play is no longer a thing. So that actually really does suck quite a bit. Maybe they'll just put me to sleep here, which I guess works for them. There's an energy spinner. But if they put me to sleep, I'll just Mallow and Lana into maybe the Silvally after all. I don't know. Or maybe I just go Malamar VMAX. I don't know. We'll see how big their hand is at the end of this turn. They have a Dedenne, so who knows. I would like to do another Black Lance to hit this Dedenne again. Is that a custom catcher I see? It is. They play customs in their deck. Interesting. I mean, if they knock me out here, we could still lose the game. They can't get rid of my Chaotic Swell, though, which is really good for us. So I think they're just going to Hypnoblast me, because they can't get rid of the Chaotic Swell. And they can't put an Absol down, so they can't really do much. They're going to hit me for 180. I forgot the ADP is active. Okay. We don't wake up, so we do have to play Mallow and Lana here. Do we just hit them with Brave Buddies? That's actually fine by me, because Hypnosplash can't one-shot me either. We'll get rid of Sneasel and I think the Malamar VMAX, of course. They could still knock out my Umbreon Darkrai, though. It is possible, but we'll see. They could still, like, custom bosses order it. We have 200 change, actually, never mind. So we can just two-shot them with Silvally for now. Next turn, we can Marnie them. Really want to get that reset stamp off the prizes, though, very soon. If we could go boss's order, I definitely would have knocked out the Dedenne. Or actually, I would have knocked out the Frostmoth, maybe, and then try to get the reset off the prizes. I just really want a reset stamp here. That's all I care about, is reset. We could still go with, like, Marnie, Malamar, which is still fine, I guess. But stamping them to 2 or 3 with a Malamar is a really good play. But I guess this thing's already built up, so I don't really know. Though we might want to knock out Dragapult. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. This game is far from over. You're just going to Hypnosplash me. Alright, let's try to not get Tails on the coin flip. Are you kidding me? We got... And wow, we have no way to get out of this. That is some pretty bad luck if I've ever seen it. Wow. What the heck? Damn. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Double Tails on the coin flip for sleep. Like, bruh, what am I playing against? A Mareep deck, bro? What? What? And I have no switches left. That's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. And then all he needs to do is KO Dedenne to win the game. This is not good. This is really not good. And we don't have the stamp either. Nah, we're just gonna have to pass. We're gonna... How many Quick Balls do we have left? Oh, we're out of Quick Balls. Yikes, we can't even get Eldegoss. My game plan at this point has to be go Max Jammer. I guess we could still knock them out with Dark Moon GX, actually, which I guess we should do. Then they can't play customs at all. Yeah, I think we should just take the Dark Moon knockout. And then Eldegoss boss's order. We won't really get to use the Malamar, though, I guess, which kind of sucks. But this is the only way I can stay alive in this game, because we couldn't find a reset to go with the Malamar, so we can't really play that combo. So unfortunately, we can't do that. So I think we have to just try to hope for the best. They could still knock out my Umbreon Darkrai here with a double custom, I guess. I kind of want them to bump my Chaotic Swell so I can put another one down so I don't have to have it in my hand. Because it's just kind of eating up space. So I kind of low-key want them to bump the stadium. But they're going to build up another Milotic, which is going to make things a little tricky. But as long as we have this Mallow Lana with Eldegoss, I should be okay. This is going to be a really close game. Those tails, bro. Those tails on the coin flips, bro. Like, just rough. Just rough stuff. Just really bad. Alright, there's a switch into the Milotic, and they're going to stay with the one with all that damage on it, which is actually fine. There's a research. They lose another custom piece, which is actually good. Custom Catcher is a good card for them if we do go Max Jam or Lock, because they can draw a couple cards with it. If they top deck. I guess because we would always put the thing at the bottom. How many supporters have they actually played? 2 research. That's it. Yep, they're getting the other Milotic ready to go. Please pop my stadium so I can put a Chaotic Swell down. Nope. So we're gonna get knocked out. This is not good. We have to Dark Moon them here. But we are gonna be able to survive if we do Dark Moon, which is good. We could Marnie Dark Moon them. But then the Eldegoss goes at the bottom of the deck, and I don't want that. So I think we just have to take our Dark Moon KO. Okay, this is fine. We can play this. Just take this out of the deck. Yeah. So we're not going to get any Malamar action in this game, unfortunately, unlike that first game there. But that's what happens when we prize the reset stamp. I still think the Dark Moon is like still the play to do. We could Eldegoss, but I think we just have to take this Dark Moon knockout. Just gonna play this. So this way, they have no way to gust me. Can we get the reset? Okay, there we go. So next turn, we could reset stamp Malamar them. But we also just have game with Eldegoss here if we just go with the Mallow Lana. Or if we not get 3 tails in a row off of Sleep Flip. We should be able to win this game no matter what, I think, at this point. We'll see, though. Is that 3 ADP? It is. What the heck? That's a lot of ADP to play. So yeah, there's no way they can disrupt my hand either. So we just pretty much either gotta... Let's see. What the f... What are these tails, bro? What? Alright. That is pretty freaking frustrating. Not gonna lie, that definitely is not ideal. Alright, let's get rid of the Ordinary Rod. Dude, what are these tails, bro? What? Dude, I'm actually getting, like, high-key trick. If I get... He's gonna put me to sleep again. If... Oh, my God. If I don't wake up again, bro, I'm gonna be pretty mad. That is actually ridiculous that I keep not waking up. Like, what do you mean? Alright, we're gonna go stamp. Holy cow, this is frustrating. And Max Jammer. And we're gonna put the Marnie at the bottom. And before they top deck a boss's order, could you imagine? They have 13 cards, but I don't. Do they actually play? They have customs. So pretty locked up here. If they get lucky with Hypno Splash, I'm gonna cry. But actually, they can't two-shot me with Hypno Smash, which is really good. Okay, please wake up, Matt. I swear to God if this is 4 tails. Okay, about time. Oh, then they can two-shot me. That's right. They're not doing 150 anymore. And that will indeed be game. We got pretty unlucky. I guess it's better to get the heads when it's at the end of the game here when we desperately needed the heads than not. But that'll wrap up the video, guys. Little Malamar lock at the end here, preventing them from gusting up Dedenne or Darkrai to win the game. Closes out the game with the Malamar Dark Box deck. Yeah, honestly, this deck played pretty well. I would say play more switching cards, but I feel like we have enough to work with already. We just got super unlucky that my opponent was able to constantly get heads there with the Sleep Flip. but it is what it is. We're gonna move on and of course end off the video here. We can buy a Rebel Clash pack from the shop, and yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video on the Malamar VMAX deck. Again, I think Malamar VMAX is pretty good. Like, it's not great, but it's like pretty good, you know what I mean? I don't even know if that made sense, but I feel like the fact that it is a dark type that can one-shot Dragapult and disrupt the opponent makes it kind of decent. We got a Magmortar. I'm actually working on a Magmortar Clefable deck, so expect a video on that sometime in the future. But yeah, there are other video guys on the Malamar VMAX deck. I like it. I think Dark Box definitely has a place in the meta now because of the fact that it can deal with Dragapult. I think the way to play it would either be with like Vitality Band Black Lance to one-shot Dragapult, or just play Malamar VMAX because it can one-shot Dragapult for 3 energy, which is a lot more efficient than having to go Darkrai. But I don't know. I still think this deck is fun. I think, honestly, I don't really think I would change anything after this list after playing these games. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe down below. If you're new to the channel, help me on the road to reaching 9,000 subscribers or 8,100 subs. Of course, if you are new to the channel, check out the sponsor Archive and TCG down below too. Get your PTCGO codes over there, and use code LDF if you get any codes. Follow me on Twitter down below if you haven't already. Also, to stay up to date with all my tweets, I do tend to tweet out deck lists early, especially with Rebel Clash going on right now. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye-bye.